Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about an iceberg who is stuck in between and is moving in a circular position or direction. Now what has happened is an iceberg who is considered to be the largest iceberg in the world, an iceberg which is of the size of 5 times the land area of the New York City, an iceberg whose area is around more than 1500 square miles. Now this much big area, if we are not even able to imagine properly, imagine that this much big iceberg is stuck in between and is moving in a circular direction. Now what is causing this circular direction and what is iceberg is what we will be seeing today. So let us first understand the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then what is iceberg, the A23 iceberg, then A23 begin spinning, and in the end prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1, that is geographical phenomena and specifically physical geography. And before we move forward, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The news talks about after breaking free, why the world's largest iceberg is stuck spinning in circles. Stuck spinning in circles. Now see this image. What are you able to see? Do not think that this is just an ice cube. Now what happens is, when we say iceberg, now iceberg comes out of glacier or ice shelves. Now glaciers are a very big entity, and if a particular direction in which the ice breaks down and starts to move, then that can be referred to as an iceberg. So this image which you are able to see, you can say that this is an iceberg. And imagine that this iceberg is moving in a circular direction. Now what is the reason behind it? Let's see. More than 30 years, the world's largest iceberg was stuck in Antarctica. So for more than 30 years, it was stuck in Antarctica. Then this piece of ice finally became loose in the year 2020 and began a slow drift towards the Southern Ocean. A23A. Now the name of the iceberg is A23A. This is the name of the iceberg. And this iceberg, which as of now is considered to be the world's biggest iceberg, is spinning in circular direction. And after leaving the Antarctic waters, the iceberg got stuck in a vortex over a seamount or an underwater mountain. Now let me tell you in brief. Now what has happened is, during the time of 1986, there were huge 3 icebergs, and one of them iceberg was A23. And one of the iceberg was A23. So this A23 iceberg got broke, and when it got broke, it started to move away, and this all happened in Antarctic. Now let us show you the map. If you will look at the world map, this is how the world map looks like. And if we talk about Antarctica, because all this event is taking place in Antarctica, I will join all the stories or all the points which I am telling you as of now. Look at this map. So if we know by Antarctica, this is the location of Antarctica, and it is one of the continent. And the South Pole, which you always hear, the South Pole lies in the Antarctic, and Antarctic lies in the southernmost side of the world map. And then the animals like the penguins is what you can find in the Antarctic, and Antarctic is extremely cold. It is full of ice, glaciers and icebergs, and it is uninhabitable for people. So if we will zoom out on the map, this is how Antarctica looks like. And in between you have the South Pole. Then you have around the Antarctic, you have the Southern Ocean, and then near the Antarctic Peninsula. Now this is the Antarctic Peninsula. Near the Antarctic Peninsula, you have the Weddell Sea. Then you have the Antarctic Circle, and the latitude or the longitude of the Antarctic Circle is 66.33. So this is the latitude of the Antarctic Circle. So very basic information about the Antarctic. Now let us know about the iceberg. So ice that broke off from glaciers or ice shelf and is floating in open air. So iceberg is a ice which breaks off from the glaciers or the ice shelf and is floating in open air. Now look at this map. See, this is the proper ice. Then when the ice starts to become narrow and it starts to move further into the ocean, then it can be referred to as ice shelf. Now this is ice shelf. You see the continent is becoming less and the ocean is becoming more in size. Then the small pieces or small pieces of ice starts to break down from the ice shelf, and when they break down from the ice shelf, these are referred to as icebergs. Then they become icebergs. So if we say that which one is bigger in size, it is glacier or icebergs, then it is always glacier. So I think this diagram is very easily explaining it to you that what icebergs is. So when they move away from glacier and they break away from glacier or the ice shelves, it is referred to as icebergs. So they travel with ocean currents. Now icebergs, when they travel in a particular direction, even though they travel very slowly and gradually, but it is the flow of the ocean currents in a particular direction on which the icebergs flow and either get caught up in shallow waters or ground themselves. Then the US National Ice Center is the only organization that names and tracks Antarctic icebergs. So for the tracking of the Antarctic iceberg, there is only one organization, and that is US National Ice Center. And icebergs are named accordingly to the Antarctic quadrant in which they are spotted. Like for example, okay, look at this map. If this is Antarctic, then the Antarctic is divided into different quadrants. Like for example, imagine this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So differently the names are given, and on the basis of these quadrants, the letter of the quadrant, the icebergs are also named. So when we say the iceberg, the name of the iceberg A23A. So this has come out from the quadrant A. So this was about the iceberg. Now where is A23 iceberg? A23 iceberg we are looking at because this is at that point of time when it broke out, then A23 was considered the biggest iceberg, and as of now it is A23A, and the A23A came out from the A23. Okay, now let us know about the A23 iceberg. See, A23 is different and A23A is different. The iceberg which is spinning as of now is A23A, and now what we are knowing now or studying now is A23. Be very clear that these two are different. So the A23 iceberg was spinning near the South Orkney Island, about 375 miles, which is northeast of the Antarctic Peninsula. Okay, if you will look at the map, this is Antarctic map and this is the Antarctic Peninsula. Antarctic Peninsula, because from three sides it is covered with water. And if we will look at the direction or on the map, the region of the South Orkney Island, then this is the South Orkney Island and it is located 375 miles northeast of the Antarctic Peninsula. This is Antarctic Peninsula, this is Peninsula, this is South Orkney Island. If we will take from the tip, then this is north and this is east. So it is locating at the northeast direction. And 15-degree rotation per day. It means per day the rotation is about 15 degrees. Then it will very slowly melt as long as it stays there. And the parent of A23 iceberg was iceberg Berg. The name of the parent of A23 is Berg, B-E-R-G. Then it was broken off from the Filcher ice shelf in 1986. So the A23 iceberg broke off from the Filcher ice shelf, and this Filcher ice shelf was also present in Antarctic. in the year 1986. So in the year 1986, the A23 iceberg was broken off from the Filcher ice shelf, and at that point of time only A23A iceberg also broke off, but A23A iceberg at that point of time, it went down and it was there in the Weddell Sea. Wait, let me show you the Weddell Sea also. See, this is Antarctic Peninsula. So, in the Antarctic Peninsula, the A23 iceberg broke off from the Filcher ice shelf. So, when it broke off from the Filcher ice shelf, the A23A iceberg also broke off, and the A23A iceberg went to the Weddell Sea and it got settled at the bottom of the Weddell Sea for around 34 years. For around 34 years, it was settled at the bottom of the Weddell Sea. But in the year 2020, A23A finally freed itself. It means the year 2020, the iceberg A23A got free. And when it got free, it began to move out of the Antarctic waters. Now what happens is, I hope things are becoming clear now. This is Antarctic, and everywhere in the oceans there are ocean current. See, like for example, the Antarctic is also covered by a current named as the Antarctic Circumpolar Current. Now what happens is that when the ocean currents are present, they move in a particular direction, and Antarctic Circumpolar Current is the longest current of the world. And when they move in the particular direction, the iceberg also starts to move in that direction. Even though the movement of the iceberg is slow, but they start to move in the direction of the ocean current. So, in the year 2020, A23A, which was at the bottom of the Weddell Sea for around 34 years, it freed itself and then it started its movement and it started to come out of the Antarctic waters. So, when it came out of the Antarctic water, what happened is that it got stuck in the way or in the movement of the ocean current and it started to move in the circular direction. Now look at this map. See, this is Antarctic and this location, this current is the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, and the Antarctic Circumpolar Current is the largest or the biggest current in the world. So the iceberg is in an area of the Southern Ocean which is known as Iceberg LE, which is a popular spot for iceberg. Now the iceberg which here we are talking is A23A. Now A23A. Now A23A iceberg is in an area which is in the Southern Ocean. Now the ocean which is above the Antarctic is the Southern Ocean. This is very obvious. Okay, this is Southern Ocean. And the iceberg which is present in an area of the Southern Ocean, that area where it is present in the Southern Ocean is known as the Iceberg LA. And Iceberg LA is a very popular spot for icebergs because this is the spot where a lot of icebergs get settled. Then the large icebergs move through quickly and get sucked into the Antarctic Circumpolar Current. Then the largest ocean current in the world. Because it is the largest ocean current in the world, so the icebergs move with its direction and they stuck there. Then the blocks of ice eventually get shot out eastward to warmer waters where they begin to melt and disintegrate. Now what happens is, because it is the Antarctic Circumpolar, so it is cold in nature. Then if it starts to move in a westward direction, then comparatively it moves to the warmer waters. Now if it is moving in this direction, it is moving towards the warmer water. So when the cold water, the iceberg which is coming out of the cold water and it's moving towards the warmer water, it tends to start melting. And when it tends to start melting, it gets stuck at one place. So it gets stuck at one place. Then what happens is, then the gigantic iceberg got caught in what's known as the Taylor column. And this Taylor column is what causes the circular movement of the iceberg. Now let me tell you what is Taylor current or Taylor column. So see, this is Antarctic, very clear. Iceberg is moving out of the Antarctic waters. Now this is the Antarctic circumpolar current. Iceberg coming out, moving into the Antarctic circumpolar current, then getting stuck there. Now what happens is, now imagine this is water and a large iceberg gets stuck there. Now this is iceberg, it got stuck in between. Now what happens is, when it got stuck in between, water is coming from this direction. Water is also here in this direction. So in all the directions water is there. But the iceberg, because it has stuck at one position, now the water which is coming from this direction, the water which is coming from this direction, it will move in both the direction. This water is coming this direction, this water is coming this direction. See, if this got stuck, water is coming from this direction, water is coming from this direction. Water is coming from this direction will move like this. Water will coming from this direction will move like this. Then both the direction water which is coming, it will collide with each other, and when it will collide with each other, it starts to generate current which is moving in a circular motion. Because of the water coming from both the sides. So a circular movement tend to start. And when the circular movement tend to start, the Coriolis effect or the Coriolis force also plays a role in it. See, rotation of the earth is because of the Coriolis force. A Coriolis force has a very big role to play in the rotation of the earth. So, the Coriolis effect also occurs and the spinning of the iceberg takes place. And this phenomena is known as Taylor column. This phenomena is known as Taylor column, and as of now the spinning of the iceberg which is taking place in the counterclockwise direction. So it is taking place in counterclockwise direction. This was about the spinning of the iceberg. What becomes important for you to know about what is iceberg? Antarctic, a name of the glacier A2. What was the name of the glacier? It is A23. Okay, A23 glacier. And then the Taylor column, because the phenomenon can be asked. So these are few of the things that can be asked. So in the end of prelims MCQ, you people will give me the answer in the comment section. Which sea is present just above and side of the Antarctic? We have discussed this in the video, so you should be able to tell me the answer. Weddell Sea, Barents Sea, Kara Sea, or none of the above. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.